Hi everyone, so it's been quite a while since I've had a YouTube video up. I apologize about that. Just been crazy busy with travel and just training my clients, trying to schedule some seminars, so haven't really had YouTube as a priority, but just wanted to put together a little bit of training footage here. I'm showing some pen lay rows. And then some dips, just a little bit of accessory work that I do. So I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update of how my training's been going. If you follow me on Instagram, you might kind of have an idea already. It's been going well. And then this was here in Florida. So just to kind of give you guys an overview. So I had the Arnold in March, and then I've been training since then. Training's going well. I've been progressively getting stronger, but I have been dealing with a little bit of an adductor, obturator nerve injury, which has been kind of frustrating, but squats have been feeling really good overall, just as long as I'm careful about my foot placement. So here, this was in Florida. That's Ryan Doyle standing there. This was in Florida. I went down to Florida for a week, and this was actually at MI40, which is, oh my gosh, probably the most, it's heaven to me. It's probably one of the most, well actually it is the most amazing gym I've ever been to. So this was 325 pounds for 6 reps. Those felt pretty decent and was pretty happy with that. And then another set here. This was when I trained with Ryan Doris and with Paul Ravella, and oh, it's a little blurry. And also my coach Jacob Horn. So that is who is programming me right now, and this was actually 345 pounds for 4s, and these felt pretty strong too. So overall squats have been kind of ridiculous. I'm now, my weights are progressively increased and really doing weights that I never thought that I'd be able to do with squats. And so I'd say probably the two lifts that have been going the best are squats and bench. Deadlifts have been kind of frustrating. So this was 360 pounds for sets of 4 after my sets of 4 with 345 pounds. And on that AMRAP I hit 5, I believe. Yeah, I hit 5 with 345 this week. And this was early May. So then this is 360 pounds for 4x4. I couldn't do an AMRAP. I was too gassed. I've been just not feeling the greatest on deadlifts, especially with this obturator nerve sort of tweak that I've had, which I've been, getting it looked at. It's a lot better than it was, but it's just frustrating. It's like this nerve up in your kind of groin and back of your glute area, so it just hits me. There I am kind of complaining to Jake. I'm like, oh, these sucked. Then he's like, well, it is 360 pounds. It's really heavy. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I still suck. I'm really hard on myself when it comes to form. I hate my deadlift form right now, or just dislike it. So these are pull downs from the ground. These are one of my favorite back accessory movements. Been adding in a lot of back accessory. I've just been frustrated with my deadlift form because I feel like it's not what I want it to be, just because of a slight tweak. So just, work in progress. Bench has been feeling actually really good, surprisingly. So this was 140 pounds for 9s, and these felt super smooth, super fast. Never been able to do that before. This actually was like a weight that I was doing for probably 4s earlier in the year, like in January. And then hitting 9 on my AMRAP. So to be able to do like 4 sets of 9 with that is crazy. So this is 335 pounds for 5s. And this, I think, was the first day where I was like, oh my god, my squats feel so strong. All of a sudden I was just like, holy shit. Like, I can do 335 pounds for sets of 5, because earlier this year in, I would say, February, I was doing 335 pounds for 3s, and then my AMRAP was a 5, and that was pushing it. So to be able to do that for 3x5 was crazy, and that smooth RPE of like 8 maybe. So here's just some lat pull downs that I've added in as accessory work. I've been adding in quite a bit of back accessory work. I would say the majority of my accessory work that I added in is back and shoulder focused, and also hamstring, just to really possibly help with my deadlifts. And also just for overall leg development. for bodybuilding purposes. So then this was a day where I was like, holy crap. 320 pounds for sevens. I was like, oh my God, I can't. Like, even just last year, I could never imagine doing this. When I was dealing with a back injury actually last September, so less than a year, I failed on a 317 pound squat. I was conservative maxing, and it was probably one of the worst workouts of my life, and I still remember failing that, and it was during the Olympia. So now to be able to hit that solid for 4 sets of 7 is pretty crazy to me. Obviously I've put on size. I'm a lot heavier than I was then, and I'm not injured. My back's not injured, but still, like, if you're going through something and you're going through an injury, I know it can be discouraging. Oh, that was 160 pounds for 5, so that is cool to me to be able to do 160 pounds for 5s. Because last year my max was about 165 pounds. So some overhead press. Overhead press is an exercise I've been adding in that actually I feel like has really helped with my shoulder injury. I've had a shoulder injury for 3 years, so it's really stagnated my bench progress. And overhead press, I think, is something that has really helped stabilize my shoulder, strengthen my shoulder, help with shoulder strength, which crosses over into bench. So this was a huge squat day for me, 360 pounds for triples, and really, honestly, I was like, holy crap, these felt good. Side note, these the week before, so I had 360 pounds programmed for triples the week before. I could not even do the AMRAP. I was completely gassed. I barely finished the 3x3. On the last AMRAP, I said, I'm just going to do a single. I just did a single in the AMRAP. This week, so this is my AMRAP with 360 pounds, I was able to hit 5 reps. So it really goes to show you, I just had a crappy training week. The day before that, I ripped my hand open deadlifting, and my hand just completely ripped open on a new Ohio bar that I bought. It was awful, but it was just a bad training week. So my hand was bleeding all over the place. Then I had like kind of a little procedure done on my forehead to remove this like mole thing, or this like mark on my forehead. So I basically like had surgery, like just a minor surgery. So this is my AMRAP of 5. These felt so good. And 360, my max a year ago was 347. So to be able to do 360 for 5 is just crazy to me. So I had surgery, my hand ripped open, I failed my squats. I just was like, oh my God, this week is just sucking. But progress is not linear. So look at this. I was able to come back the next week and do 360 for 5. And I have to keep reminding myself, times when I'm frustrated with my training, it's okay. Like, you have another training session. Like, leave it behind you. The best athletes have short-term memory. So just forget about it. Move on. Go rest, eat, sleep. Maybe your body needs some recovery. And for me, it was that time of the month. So I felt like shit anyways. So then these are just some conventional deadlifts that I added in, actually, post heavy squats, just to kind of, I'm kind of wanting to start to add in some conventional lifts, especially with my obturator issue that I've been having. So just to kind of, strengthen my back a little bit, feel more comfortable in this stance. As you can see, I'm still wrapping my hand because of that ripping open my hand the week before. So yeah, that was not fun. That's the first time I've ever done that. And it was on a new Ohio bar. It's just all of a sudden, because it was the 375 pounds that I was deadlifting, and my hand just completely ripped open, like all at once. So this is 375 pounds for 3x3 that I did just a couple days ago. So this is the most recent deadlift day that I had. As you can see, my stand is pretty narrow, and that's because of my adductor obturator, little tweak that I've been having. So I wish I could go wider, but that's actually what caused the issue, is that I was trying to go too wide, too fast, and so just slowly progress. If you decide to change your stance, do not do something crazy all at once like I was trying to do, because then you'll have issues. So overall, training's been very solid. Just a few little, frustrations here and there, but that is, everyone has frustrations. So, and ending it here with my favorite machine in the entire world. This was at MI40, so if you guys are ever in Tampa, MI40 is a sick gym. I love it. So love this pull down machine. So yeah, so thanks guys. Hope that was interesting as a little bit of update, and I will be back sooner than in the previous break between my last two videos. So hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.